Hey guys, it's Gary Giannone in Building 3, Unit number 501. I took a lot of video clips during Hurricane Ian, as well as some shots afterwards and some still photos. I also incorporated several other videos that I found that are all relative to the Tarpon Point development. So for all the homeowners who weren't here or haven't been here to kind of experience and really see what's going on, I think this will give you a very good idea because it's just focused really on the Tarpon Point community, including the marina and hotel area. So it's kind of long. I would say for this one, it is viewer discretion is advised. If you have a strong drink candy and a box of Kleenex, that will probably work. Here's the video. It's 9 a.m. on Wednesday. The winds are 52 miles an hour. We're getting ready for a Category 5.
Dave Hopcroft and I, around 11:15 on Wednesday, had to run over Building 2 to shut an outside door from a unit. You can see here the storm's street side.
Okay, it's 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Winds, they say, are 60 miles an hour. Been outside, man, it's tough already. 12:45 on Tuesday now. Hurricane is hitting at Fort Myers. We've got 155 mile an hour winds. You can see the dock is probably about 2 feet underwater right now.
Yeah, the water's rising pretty quick.
It was 1:45 on Wednesday. We're in full hurricane force. You can see the waters from the inlet here are crossing the street, going over to join the lake at the gardens. Again, 1:45-ish Wednesday, the marina time. You see this boat is a little bit loose coming over the bridge. It's 2:40 on Wednesday. I've got to say the winds have got to be at least 160. The dock and the railing are totally underwater. Boats are starting to move around. They're getting above the actual total pilings. This is something, it looks like the water has come over into the pool area and is coming up. Again, it's about 2:45. This is out of Building 3, facing toward the Westin. You can see the wind. If you look at the palm trees, most of the palm trees have lost their palms. Sorry. There's a ton of trees that have already been turned over. The water from Building 3 is now totally over into the lakes, going over to the gardens. So Tarpon Gardens, you now have golf access. This is 3:30, looking out over toward the Westin. The Westin parking lot is total underwater. You can see that Tarpon Gardens is golf access. Again, 3:30, looking out over towards Tarpon Gardens. You can see that little lake looks like a storm. Well, you can actually tell from that. 4:50 Wednesday. The front of the storm has passed. You can see some boats out of their slips, a few leaning over, some stacked together. We're expecting the back end of the storm anytime. It's flooded over the pool here at Tarpon. It actually looks like the marina shop over there is underwater as well. 4:45 on Wednesday. We're on the other side of the hurricane. It's past us. I'm starting to see the water recede a little bit. We couldn't see these posts here a little bit earlier, so that's a good sign. But as you can see, the marina has seen better days. There's no pool. The water is totally over the pool area.
Here, just above the corner of the Pinchers building, you'll see a boat loose. I believe that's Positive Attitude. It broke out when the Silver King flipped over and knocked a bunch of boats out. So it's been going around and around, but seems to be tied to its anchor rope at this point in time.
It's 6:10. Even though the marina is going down, we can start to see a little bit of the railing of the docks. There's several boats that are loose and they're blowing around, hitting other boats. See, there's one in the distance blowing off. There's nobody in it, but it's going crazy. There's also a sailboat that's already made its way out of the harbor here.
Hey guys, I want to give a quick shout out to Gunnar Gibson, whose parents lived over in the States. This was actually filmed by him as he was going from the States over to Tarpon Landings. Take a look at this video, it's pretty amazing.
We have to go out really far in time. I mean, the thing is crawling through the area, so it is going to take a while. We'll go up to 240 minutes there. So, and we'll drag this down. But this is when you're going to start to see things improve as far as the wind and the rain. The storm is going to continue because even after the storm pulls away, we're still going to have. We were kind of tracking this off the air a little bit earlier. Let me go out in time here. We'll just double the time out here, and that's all it's going to give me. Unfortunately, is up till o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way to get out.
Cape Coral. It may be more like 7:45.
Okay, yeah, you can get out that way.
Starting to see the edge of that eye wall lifting to your area. So let's go ahead and show that area to you. Rob Dunn just a moment ago showed you the bottom side of that eye wall. And when
You should at least just go to P2.
would start to get into that eye, like we zoomed down in Punta Gorda, your wind is not bad at all right now. Again, Port Charlotte, you're just now starting to see that eye lift on top of you. Deep Creek, Cleveland, do not go outside. I want to stress this more than anything. Do not go outside because it's going to be strong. But you have that storm surge event that's about to begin. You have the chances for the hurricane, and you've got another eyeball, the southern side of the eyeball to get through. So don't be cute trying to go outside and take pictures to get them on television. We have things like green door.
After the storm, I started down at the end of Rose Garden. Wanted to drive up past Tarpon Lakeside homes, let you see all the damage here with the trees. The fence lining our property on that side just over the lake there is down pretty much the whole way. I speeded up the clip so I can kind of show you parts of it here and there, but I think you kind of get the picture. Most all of that fence is down. A large number of the trees did not make it, so again, it's going to be significant time and effort to there. So we're cutting in to Tarpon Landings now. You can see more trees down as we get into the community here. Several more on the way out, coming on down. Lots and lots of tree damage everywhere, but overall, compared to other areas, I think we did okay. Okay, this is just a short clip I took right outside of Building 3, street side. You can see many trees down, trash blown everywhere. I also took a picture of the same thing from up in my condo through the windows earlier this morning. You can see it's a real mess. Earlier, that lake was joining the marina. Here's a video I took from my side patio, showing a little bit about the marina, but just giving you a little bit higher view. Trash everywhere coming up the little inlet there. As I said, that was like a river running all the way over to the gardens earlier. As you can see here, the tree palms, there's not much left as far as the palm part of them, but they'll grow back. We saw that during Irma. Gives you a first quick view of the marina. Also took some shots up in the P2 area. Again, this is Building 3. There were a ton of cars parked up in here. It got pretty much trashed with all the debris that came up in here, but I think everybody handled it pretty well, getting other cars up there. There were, I believe, about 20 garages that blew out from the press. We'd asked Michael Lester, Building 3, Unit number 205, to do a video for us, primarily for insurance purposes. He gave me a copy so I could cut and paste and utilize it here to kind of give you all a bird's eye view of their overall damages. So the pool, you can see, looks like a cup of coffee. It's so dark. The palm trees, virtually every single palm frond is broken. Had the same thing happen when Hurricane Irma came through. By this spring, you'll be surprised how it looks. It'll look okay, and by next year, it'll start looking much, much better at that point. So he also took a few clips of the marina, went down a couple of the docks, so I left that in here at regular speed, so in case you have a boat out there, you might get a little bit better vantage point of how your boat fared. But you can see boats are stacked up there. The surge did come over the pilings for that, so a lot of boats had severe damage. On the end, Martini, I think, did okay, although there was one boat that seemed to bump into it a time or two there. But he comes on and he'll go down Sea Dock. You can see about 3 boats tied up there at the end, or stacked up at the end. And we'll come back and we'll take another view. This time we'll look at the pool area. We'll go back over it facing the 3 buildings. Gives you a little bit better view of kind of how the overall place looks at this particular point in time. But we'll get it cleaned up in a matter of a few weeks. As we get the pool pumps, that'll be the main thing. We'll be back to normal. There was a ton of building footage. I cut most of it out. The building infrastructure looks good. Here you can see the metal roofs. Those are actually metal red roofs. They looked all to be intact and in good shape. We did lose we did have about 20 compressors that turned over, but those will be upright and we'll be fine. Last clip here is showing you all the planters that got turned over and broken. This is just after the storm, another shot from my condo window. As you can see, the water has receded back down below the dock, and there's one boat about to turn over. Here's a quick look from G-Dock, looking back over at the harbor master. You can see Tarpon Landings in the background. Here's one boat that did not fare well. I believe that was Todd's. Now you can start to see the carnage going all the way around the marina. It's just really, really hard to believe. Very heartbreaking to walk around and see this type of damage to everyone's boat. You got boats flipped over upside down. Here's our pool the day after. You know, looks about like it did against Irma, so we'll get it back. The only difference is this time we did have damage to our pool pumps, whereas last time the water did not come up. So now the restoration has started. You see the crews are already in. They've cut up some of the trees blocking the roads, and they've got the cherry picker out there loading to take them away. Here's a view from basically the harbor master area over, just showing you G-Dock is all broke up. It no longer goes all the way out, and you see a lot of boats that have floated out or from other marinas as well are here. So another picture of the cleanup are working, but I thought I would go down a couple of the docks. I believe this is B-Dock here, walking down. As you can see, very, very tough to get by. These big boats were pushed all around. You're going to see boats stacked up. There you go over on Sea Dock. Looks like they're almost 3 high over there. Got another one down here that's positioned really crazy on top of another boat. The marina, it's going to take a long, long time to get that back. I borrowed this amazing little video clip of a tarpon from online from Thorne Brothers Custom Rod and Tackle. Living in Tarpon Landings on Silver King Boulevard, I thought it was quite appropriate. As we see here, the tarpon has amazing jumping powers, jumps all the way over the boat as well as the angler. This tarpon is like the tarponites living in the overall Tarpon Point community. We are tarpon tough. We will overcome all obstacles. We will hang in there and ultimately make the Tarpon Point Development an even more beautiful place to live. I want to give some special shout outs to some of the key people that have helped us in this recovery. Can't say enough about our property manager, Chris Hearn, who has been staying on the property from about 3 or 4 days prior to the storm. Still there, working virtually 24/7. I've never seen a man work harder and be more dedicated to his job. We really appreciate everything he has done and brought to our overall community. Also, that we have had two board members, Ed Clark, our president, and Dave Hopcroft, who have been on site the whole time and have been tremendous in helping us organize things and trying to get through this tough time. We also have the ERT team, the emergency response team. I had, I think, 16 volunteers overall sign up for that. We divided into stack captains, and that was very, very helpful to us in the process. And we also have a medical advisory team, which fortunately during the actual hurricane, we didn't have to use any of them, although the day after they did respond first to one incident we had in Tarpon prior to the 911 services arising. I'm going to end this video with about 24 pictures that I took throughout the place. But let's all remember, let's stay tarpon tough. We'll get this property back and it'll be better than ever. Just need everybody to chip in and work hard. Let's be thankful that no one here was seriously injured. And I look forward to seeing you all when you get back for the season. Have a great day.